You don't want to overcook your pork chop. Turn it over a little bit and let it sizzle just a little bit on that side right there. I pretty much deep fried it, but you know I had just a little bit that was kind of poking out the grease, and it cooked from the bottom real good. But I just want to baptize it, make sure she get hit from the top and bottom. I know that kind of sounded so we're gonna hit her from the top and bottom. They always used to tell me I was a menace little boy. I be saying stuff I don't need to be trying to be menace. Sound any kind of way, but look at that pork chop right there. Yeah, she's coming along. That little piece right there, that's why I flipped it. She was poking her head out. But she's nice and crunchy, looking good. And she a little beige on that side. I don't know why, because she's spending most of her time sunny side up. But anyway, that pork chop right there really come on out of there. You don't want to have it hard, you know. You want to have it cooked. You want to cook it through. I'm a professional, so I don't need to put no thermometer in there and check temperature and all that. That ain't how country folks cook. We go by feel and sound. I go by what it sound like. I'm gonna put it one more time like that. I should have been doing it while I was frying this other one, but I was preoccupied. This pretty woman had me preoccupied. But listen here, look at that. I'm gonna shake. You wanna shake all the excess out of there? You don't want a whole bunch of flour in the bottom of your grease. And you ease that one down in there. You ease it. You don't want to throw it down in there. You ease it down in there like that right there. All right, and then I got one of these things right here to kind of catch that grease that's gonna pop up out of there. I ain't gonna put no soap on my hands. I'm about to grab this other raw one right here and throw it in some flour. You see how much flour we got left? Yeah. All right. I think that might be enough to get this one where we want it. If it ain't, I just add to it. She goes crumbling up like that. If I had to cook another one, I couldn't put another one in there. We dusted, but baby, take that top off of there for me and just put a little bit more in there. Just I don't want to touch it because my hands is, you know what I mean. Pour it out the corner. Lord have mercy. I say, Lord have mercy. There you go. Shake. All right. That'll work right there. Showing what that look like down in there. You see that? That's what you want it looking like. Yeah, you want it like that right there. Cause I like them crispy. I like all about it like that right there. I like them looking like that. You don't want them come pulling out there looking naked. You want the clothes on. When I call clothes, you got flour. You want the clothes on. You want them dressed up. You want them dressed up with a suit and tie. That flour is the suit and tie. You want a suit and tie on there. And listen to the sound. When you first when you're frying something, when you're cooking something, it's gonna be whoosh. And you listen when it go to cooking and when it start getting done, it'll calm down. The sound will get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And then when you flip it over, it get loud again. You heard that? All right, they'll let you know she ain't ready. Now we're gonna cook the other side. See how the sound is whoosh, when I flip it over? Yeah, so now the other side that wasn't getting cooked properly, now it's cooking. Then you're gonna hear it calm down. And then when it calm down, she ready to snatch her on out the grease. It don't take long. Y'all women talking about y'all ain't got time to cook. I ain't got time to cook. Well, by the time you go to a restaurant, stand in line, wait for them to call you. Okay, your table ready. And then you go sit down, look at the menu, order your food. And then you gotta wait for the food to come out. That's time. We ain't got no lines. We know our food gonna be good. And I bet you we be eating before we would have been eating if we would have went to a restaurant. And it's cost me a lot less money. I like to save money. I don't know about y'all. I ain't got plenty of money just to be throwing away. I try to save as much as I can, when I can, however I can. This how you do it, folks. Stay out there in restaurants and start cooking at home. Look at that right there. I know the cook is clean. He can clean his hands. He can clean the meat. We're using extra virgin olive oil, not canola oil. The canola oil will clog up your arteries. Yeah, you have heart attacks and strokes and stuff like that. We don't use none of that. We use extra virgin olive oil. It's healthy. Have a lot more healthier for you than canola oil. Canola oil is a what do you call it, baby? Biohazard? Biohazard.
Is it a biohazard?
Yes. It is. Y'all do y'all research. Not good for you at all. That's why we don't use it. I'm trying to stay looking nice, handsome, and I gotta be around a long time because I don't want nobody to be with my old lady but me. I'm trying to stay with her long enough where if I leave before her, then she ain't even messed up about no another man because she got too old and can't nobody hold a candle to me. So yeah, gotta stay healthy. All right, this one about ready to come on out of there. She ready. She ready. All right. Look at that. Look at that goodness, that graciousness, that goodness gracious, that everly so nicely right there is what I call it. I say it's everly so nicely. All right, I'm gonna do it one more shake. Been sitting there for a minute. I always try to grab it by the bone and shake it. You grab the meat, palms on meat, and a lot of times you get some, but you got to sometimes. It's all right. Shake it real good because you don't want a whole bunch of flour in the bottom of your pan because it'll burn after a while. Just ease it on down in there like that right there. All right. See how it get loud and we put it down in there? We're gonna let it cook like that, and then that right there, if you ain't cooking no more pork, that's garbage. And we ain't cooking no more pork, so put that in the garbage. I ain't touching no more raw meat, so guess what? Put some water on these hands. I did it twice. She right. She was gonna tell me, you did it twice. But I don't go all the way down. If I did all the way down, then it's one pump. I half stroked it. I did a half a stroke. One, half stroke twice. She turned her head, she's shaking her head at me right now. She's shaking her head at me right now. If you don't know the Lord, you need to get to know him. God is good all the time. He's gonna bring peace, love, joy, and happiness in your life. I used to be out there in them streets pretty bad. I was out there, I was deep down in them streets. I done everything I thought I was big enough to do. But I wasn't happy. I got happy when I straightened up, came to God, Jesus Christ, saved my soul. I ain't trying to be no preacher. But you gotta look at it like this here, folks. We all gonna die. We all gonna die one day. And when you die, don't you wanna go to heaven instead of hell? It's a reality. Everybody gonna die. Everybody dies. Everybody lives and everybody dies. So when you die, I would want to go up yonder way instead of down there. So I encourage everybody to get to know the Lord. I still drink beer. The words say don't get drunk. I drink a beer every once in a while. Like today, it's Father's Day. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm about to drink me a beer. But this is what you do. You treat everybody like you want to be treated. You confess that you believe in the Lord, you believe he died on the cross, you believe he rose, and you want him to come in your life and save your soul. That's it. And try to do right, try to live right. That's it. Treat people like you want to be treated. That's it. That's easy. I'm like, well, hell, I can do that. I can do that. And then you cover. So, try it. All right. They had to put that in there. Look, pork chop can calm down. They ain't as loud as they was, right? So guess what we gonna do? It's kind of flipping. Now what, listen. You hear it? It got loud. So we're gonna flip this, we're gonna cook this other side right quick. And it ain't gonna take long. It ain't gonna take long. We're gonna let her do that. I'm gonna pour me up a beer. And we'll be back to y'all in a minute.